And we're live.
Cool beans. Boy, do you want to do an intro or should I just jump straight in?
You can jump straight in.
Awesome. Guys, thank you so much for joining. I know we've been a little bit quiet of late, and our apologies for that. We have been very, very hard at work um, with not only the Crypto Oracle Collective Web3 and AI Accelerator program, which everyone is very aware of, but we've also been headhunted, I guess, is for lack of a better word, by another accelerator called Yard Hub. They've got a Web3 accelerator program. I think it's cohort number 2, which we've also started with. Um, it's been very, very interesting going through 2 different accelerators at the same time. Obviously, a lot of work, but very interesting to see perspectives from both sides. Obviously, each team has their own set of mentors. So being able to bounce ideas and validate ideas off various mentors has been really good. But as I said, it has been very time consuming. But in that time, we've managed to make a lot of progress, I think. We've done a lot of deep diving into our business models and our product market fit specifically. We've done a lot of fishing out of the product ideation and how we bring that narrative to the market, and especially the AI component. And what we've looked at is what white label AIs are available and are kind of moving towards this opinion that we need to actually create our own proprietary AI, because the AIs that we could potentially use may bring in information that we don't necessarily control and may give our users incorrect information, like maybe suggest a vault that may not even be on the platform, that type of thing. So we're looking into creating our own AI of that for that. In addition, we're looking at validation of the product itself, of the pricing strategies that we're putting in place. And I think the only real way to do that is to actually talk to the community. So over the next couple of weeks, we'll be putting together some surveys. Once these releases that we've been working on, which we'll show you shortly, have been released, we can start working with the community and start understanding exactly what they want to see, what you want to see, and that's what we want to build. We've also had to have a little relook at our funding strategy and the tokenomics. Initially, we had a little bit of sort of a bitty funding strategy. We want to do a small raise and then a larger raise. And a lot of the feedback that we've received from the VCs was that a small raise is just not even worth their time. And they want to see a larger raise with more product development and more traction behind it. So that's really what we've been focusing on. In terms of the tokenomics, we have adjusted them very slightly. The utility stays the same. We're actually always continuously looking for additional utility, which we will talk about a little bit later as well. But we have had to shift some of the allocations in the rounds, but we'll update the light paper relatively soon. In the interim, as we've not yet received major funding, we've had to bootstrap a lot of the development that we have done. The one main thing which we obviously want to show everyone today is the website, which we will be making live a little bit later today, as well as the application. What we've done with the application is effectively started the main app in terms of the registration, the sign up with Google or with Facebook or whatever your socials are. We've gone through the personal financial assessment process, starting to work on the portfolio page. And then from here, what we'll start to look at is how do we incorporate the vaults, how do we incorporate the various assets and investment opportunities that we want to bring into the application and show the users how that will all work. In addition to that, I will introduce you to Kyle a little bit later. Kyle Lloyd, our new CTO. It's been fantastic to work with him. He is like a creative genius. Always one step ahead. Whenever we have an idea, he's like, "Yep, I've developed that already. Let's plug that in." So it's been amazing to work with him and really seen a lot of progress in terms of the Figma mockups and the actual app development starting already. So what Kyle has kind of proposed, which we think was a great idea, is that we wanted to start with a smaller test app in the form of an airdrop application, which Kyle will take you through just now. And really what that is designed to partner with other projects that are potentially doing airdrops and giving our users a single place where we can aggregate all of these airdrops and our users can get access to those airdrops without having to go and search around. So very much like we're doing for the rest of our investment products, but doing it through an airdrop application. One, it's very much cheaper, much faster, and that's something that we can actually have out, within the next couple of weeks. So we're starting to develop that at the moment. And then in addition to that, we will continue with those Figma updates, continue with our main application development. That does require additional funding, the larger app. And what we will do is as we build out new features, we will just push them through to the airdrop application and start to create that sort of vision of Korra that we have. So it'll start looking slightly different. It'll start with a little bit of different utility. But as we create those new functionalities, we'll just push through to the application and update. We've also decided that we wanted to start building out a Korra AI, and this will be more of a white label version. Kyle can chat about that a little bit as well. But really, the idea is just to get users used to starting to use the AI, understand what type of questions the users are asking, and how we can provide additional value to our users. And then we'll make sure that the main Korra AI, the proprietary version, that will obviously incorporate all of those ideas. So that's really where we are. I will hand over to Kyle now. He can take you through the website that we've built out, as well as the applications, and then I will just give you a little bit more of an update of where to from here. So over to you, Kyle, Master K, for those on Discord. Take us away.
How's it going, guys? Thanks for that, Maddie. I'm going to start with taking you guys through the website, and then we'll go through the airdrop Figma. So this is what you guys will basically see later today. And then, of course, if you want to submit your email to get first access to our app, you can just click on Get Access, enter in your email, and submit, and there you go. Yeah, so you'll be able to find more details about what the app will contain. We do need to update it with the airdrop app details, which we will be doing shortly as well. But this is an idea of the type of stats that you'll be getting from the app. Yeah. All right. So yeah, so you'll be able to find digital assets, and then you're able to adjust your risk level based upon your trading experience level, which is seen over here. It's a really cool feature that a lot of other platforms aren't doing at the moment. And then you can also build your portfolio according to your risk. And then we'll also help the community create passive income through utilizing AI to make better verse decisions when trading. And then obviously we'll still have the vaults. And yeah, you guys will be able to find more information about it through the FAQs over here at the bottom. So, what is DeFi? How is DeFi different from traditional finance? All those type of questions over here. And then, of course, you can submit your email throughout different parts of the website as seen. You'll see these different buttons pop up over here. And then we've also got the features section, which I've already gone through. We've got the security section. And then, of course, there's the team section. That's me. Awesome. And then obviously the white paper. And then you guys will be able to find all the social media at the bottom. And then right now, I'm going to take you guys through the airdrop Figma. So the whole idea behind this, guys, is to make it as seamless as possible for new crypto users. That's the whole point behind this experience that we've come up with over here. It can also be used for people who already have existing wallets. So it works with onboarding new users as well as experienced Web3 users. So over here is a bit of a teaser of what your portfolio screen will look like. And then we've got explore. You can also send like a normal wallet would. See here. Where is that? Oh, there it is. So there'll also be an airdrop utility where we'll be collaborating with other communities. So what that basically means is when they want to do their airdrops, we'll feature them on our app. So over here, as you can see, the huge benefit behind this is we'll be having AI that will be auditing the smart contracts in the background, which helps users make more educated decisions. So that's the huge benefit behind this. And then obviously you've got your normal wallet, you've got your portfolio page, and then you've got explore. And then of course you can send to people. You've got these really nice looking buttons over here. Yeah, so that's basically it. What we've recently also decided is instead of creating two separate apps, we're going to be merging everything into one app and building as we go along. So this is basically the gist of it, guys. It will also contain a DEX, as you can see over here. And then you'll be able to send and receive crypto as usual. And yeah, so the whole goal here is to make it almost like a convenient Web3 bank where people will be able to claim rewards, swap rewards, and even earn on their rewards. So yeah, that's basically the gist of it, guys. Does anyone in the team have any questions they think the community would like answered at this point? Or does the community have any questions?
Carl, maybe do you want to just take people through some of the Figma shots of the main app?
Yes, for sure. Let's do that. All right. Just give me 1 second, guys. All right.
Before you start, maybe what's important to note is that there's multiple different designs here. The
Yes.
idea is that the application will be customizable. We want to have a sort of a base template that designers can go and design features, backgrounds, all those types of, all those features. and you'll be able to either purchase or utilize credits to upgrade your sort of your UI to something that you prefer. So not just a light mode and a dark mode. We get some really creative things, and the idea is that you actually just make a space that you want to come back to. So there's a couple of ideas thrown around. We've had multiple designers playing with it, but what we really want to kind of show you is a little bit of the user journey, what the process will look like. So don't pay too much attention to the the actual UI at the moment.
Yeah, so that's perfectly said, Maddie. So as you guys can see here, the other versions of the other designs on the left over here, we'll be going through the one on the right. Okay, so we'll start in with the login page, what the login page would look like. Let me know if you guys can see it really good. You guys with me? Can you guys see it okay?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yep.
Great. Awesome. So of course, this is the sign up / login pages where people will be able to log in with socials or sign up as usual. And then of course, after signing up, it helps we help Heather a bit more information about you. And then after that, it sets up your non-custodial wallet or self-custodial wallet. Choosing your country, what type of level you have with trading experience. So your whole experience is adjusted based on your experience. So this app utilizes a lot of AI to make sure that the user gets the best experience level, the best experience possible according to their level of experience with trading. So over here, you can also connect existing wallets, or you can create a wallet with your social media login, as seen here. And then obviously you can utilize your wallets to also send or receive different types of crypto from multiple different chains, as seen over here. Or you can import different wallets from multiple different type of blockchains, also seen there. Awesome. So this is the end of that step. After your wallet has been created, we'll move down to the next step. So the next step emulates the experience talking to Korra AI and what type of feedback it would give you. So it helps you basically make calculated decisions based on your risk level or how much you're willing to risk. This helps gather more information about you. So, there's a couple options for you to choose from based on your risk level. There's also a bunch of recommendations compiled based upon your risk level, as you can see over here. And then obviously we provide an average risk level based upon the assets that we've provided you. And you'll be able to invest in those assets like so, look like so, and then you'll also be able to pay with multiple options like so. So which includes Google Pay, Apple Pay, PayPal. This is what the checkout process would look like. All right, let's move to the next step. Okay. All right. Now to build your portfolio, here it would ask you questions based upon the fact that we need to find out what type of trading you're going to be doing, So are you a hodler? Are you doing momentum trading or farming? So that's the type of information we find out over here. You just tick in the box and then pretty much press the button. And then based upon the feedback we get, the AI will make suggestions for you.
Can you actually chat here?
So you will be able to chat to the AI directly, like a chatbot, yes. So the whole goal is to make it feel like an assistant that has your back based upon principles that you want to use in your trading strategy. Over here, we have a sample of what it might look like in dark theme if we did the same. This is, you guys can let me know what you think about this as opposed to the light theme.
This is the only correct theme.
I think it looks
But-
cool.
I will take no other opinions.
Awesome. Nice. Yeah, so that's basically it, guys. This is the Korra main app. And then, of course, as I showed you guys, we're also going to be doing a merge from the airdrop app to this main app over here. So that's going to be done within the next few days too. Maddie, do you have anything that you want to add?
Maddie, I think that's for you.
Yeah. Maybe he forgot
Can
he's
you-
on
can-
mute.
Confused sometimes, yeah. Maddie, you're on mute.
You may have had to dip.
I think
Matthew,
it
is there
looks
anything
great.
you want to add?
Uh,
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah,
Yeah,
looks great.
I didn't realize that we're gonna get more stuff today. So and more than we saw last week. Kyle, amazing, has done an amazing job building. I think we've gone through several CTOs to get to this stage, and Kyle's not only the most talented programmer that I've worked with on Korra. He's one of the most talented programmers I've worked with in my entire career. So
I appreciate that,
that's
man.
awesome.
Thank you so much for that.
Nah, man, it's well deserved. I think everybody on the call can see where we've come in such a short amount of time, and can start to use your imagination about where we're gonna be able to get to within a year or two.
Yeah, 100%. That sounds great, man. I think moving forward, we should maybe put this recording up for the community so that they can get a full feel of what's going to be going on here.
Absolutely. This is
let's
being
see.
fully recorded, including video and audio, of course, and it will be going up
Awesome.
on demand.
That sounds great, man. So
I think Maddie's
does-
dropped off the stage completely. I don't know where he's gone.
Yes, I saw that.
He must have lost. He might have lost connection.
Oh, he's back. The man is back.
Welcome back, Maddie.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
welcome back.
Geez, sorry guys. I've had a power station blow like down the road from my house, so everything is sitting on UPSs, and
Damn.
this place
Jeez.
looks like a mess at the moment. So my apologies for that. I am back.
All
Where
good.
did we leave
No
off?
need to apologize. Well, Kyle just showed us another like 13 pages that he hadn't shown us previously, like last week. So he's moving forward on what we discussed.
Well, we knew we liked him.
Yes,
I appreciate
clearly.
that, guys.
All right, cool. So I think what's important is where to from here.
Before you go into
And
that, I have two questions
Yeah.
regarding the screenshots that we just saw, or the whatever you want to call them, screens. Kyle, could you go back to I think it's the first screen in the onboarding process of the main app?
You talking about the main app or
Yep.
with the chatbot?
No, the login.
The login.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's right over here.
Yeah, exactly. So I noticed you typed out welcome with 3 exclamation marks here, and I wondered, because the more exclamation marks you add, the more it will appeal to older people. So I imagine the AI could be I don't know, pulling data from somewhere to guess the age of the user, and then if they are like 40, we add 2 exclamation marks, but if they're 60, we might want to add 3 or 4. That's a pretty cool design choice here. I love that.
Awesome, man. So that is a really cool small detail to look into.
I'm
I could pull
obviously
that type
taking a
of
piss here.
data. I could pull that type of data on people, but I'm not sure they'd like that.
But yeah.
You
So,
know, we can always just ask them, hey, what's your age? And
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
part of
Before you
having the
log in,
AI.
please
That's
also let me
included.
know. How old are you?
I mean, as part of a personal details, like people put their birthday in,
Yes.
it's pretty normal. You got to put your birthday in to sign up for Spotify, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, so that's seen over here, guys,
Mhm.
on the onboarding process. Yeah. So that's a really cool small detail that you mentioned there, Poink. I think for now this is more like placeholder text. As we conclude and finalize, I think everything will be adjusted with minor adjustments, which will be then be done in the text, and wherever else need be on any redundant screens or redundant features, which to my knowledge have already been removed. But this is the gist of it. So you can let me know if anyone else has any questions for me, which I'd love to answer.
I do have a second question. I can also currently not see the audience because of the way I'm recording. So the screen you're showing is taking up the majority of the screen, and then the speakers take up the rest. So I can't see the audience. If anybody can just let me know or invite somebody to speak if they raise their hand, that would be awesome. Otherwise, I do have a second question, a more serious one. Because we're going to be adding the chat functionality where somebody can actually talk to the Korra AI. I imagine
Yes.
this is going to be the proprietary AI in the future. Do you plan to use a large language model as the basis of that, or are you going to develop that yourself as well? What are the plans there?
So large language models are the basis of most AIs these days. I think when developing AI, any dev that really knows what's going on, it's a bit time consuming to reinvent the wheel. So there's no real need to do that. But we will be utilizing our own AI made specifically for this project using an LLM model. That's correct.
Okay. So it's not fully proprietary, it is using an existing LLM.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, the amount of computation power we would need for auditing the smart contracts using AI would just not be feasible at this point. I think for just about most companies, and that's why Elon Musk has gone and spent a couple $1 billion on graphics cards, because that's the type of cash that it takes to make your own AI proprietary model. Are you with me, Boeing?
Mm-hmm. I
Yeah,
mean, I'm developing AI as well, or I'm leading a team, so I was so very interested
that's
in
awesome.
what the back end of this is going to be.
Yeah, so we'll be creating our own backend using our own LLM model. But obviously, we'll be using an existing framework like Llama, for example. And yeah, we'll be plugging into different APIs and then also using a model that I've trained for auditing smart contracts. And after it's audited the smart contracts for the user, it will provide the user with the risk rating. So we'll be looking into the smart contract for certain functions. If certain functions aren't there, like for example, a renounce ownership function, then the user or the trader will be notified, hey, this smart contract doesn't contain this recommended function. Would you still like to go ahead with the trade?
Perfect, thank you.
Yeah, awesome, man.
Okay, then maybe we can jump into the next sort of 3 to 6 months. When we look at our roadmap, I think we might be slightly behind, probably about a month behind, but I think everything in Q1 is at a point now where we can comfortably tick it off. Starting to work on the features for Q2. Our real focus, however, is obviously to make sure that we are funded, and that's why we've spent so much focus and so much time on the Crypto Oracle Accelerator, as well as the Yard Hub Accelerator. We're actually coming to conclusion on the Crypto Oracle Accelerator. The final pitch day has been moved from the 19th of June to the 26th of June. So that's a final sort of flag in the sand. So we've got 3 weeks to just finalize all of our documentation. They have an internal data room, which we're populating with all of our info and details. Obviously, the pitch deck that we use is a live document. It's changing all the time. And, we are speaking to a lot of our advisors to get their opinion on it. And I think we've come a long way, and what we've got is really appealing. Time will tell as to how appealing that is, but I think that we've got a really, really great case and a really good business model. The tokenomics all make sense. So on the 26th is the first big day. These funding rounds generally do take a couple of months, sometimes around 3 months, sometimes around 6 months, and sometimes even longer, a year. But as soon as the first funds start coming in, then we can focus on building out the application. We have started a TRD, a technical requirement documentation, which is again a live document, but that does have all of our budgeting criteria as well as time requirements on it. So we've positioned ourselves at a point where as soon as the funds hit the account, we can execute, and Kyle can start having lots of fun. Kyle is also the lead and founder of Web3 DAO. And with that comes, a team of developers. He's obviously been developing applications for years. One of his apps is an Emmy award-winning application. I'm sure he'll love to chat to you guys about that. But as soon as we have those funds, we can really get going on that. And I think once that funding is available, Kyle is quite confident that we can catch up a little bit of time on our initial sort of our initial sort of suggestions, how long each thing would take. We also want to start with some marketing campaigns now that the website will be up and running, now that we've got some assets to show. So keep an eye out over the next couple of weeks. As Kyle mentioned, we would love everybody to go and sign up on the website so that you can get early access to the application and start playing with it, start testing it. And obviously our testers, our beta testers will get some nice rewards. What that looks like, we're still developing. Every day we speak to Kyle, we say, what about this idea? And he says, yeah, I've got that developed. So there's a couple of little surprises coming. We want to work out a proper plan, but we might have some interesting things coming. Let's leave it at that for the moment. And that's where we are, and that's where we're going over the next couple of months. So are there any kind of questions from the community at the moment?
Where is the website so we can sign up?
Kyle will be pushing that this afternoon or in the next couple hours.
To
Korra. The website is Korra.finance. That'll be updated pretty soon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll
so it's already been pushed. We're just waiting for the domain to populate now, so users can access it. So it should be any minute now.
Cool.
So we'll put a link to it as soon as it's live. We'll put a link on all of our socials, on Twitter as well, and start inviting people to come and have a look at what we're building. And as always, if you guys have any suggestions, if you see any potential mistakes, please, we would love to know, either Discord or Telegram, preferably in Discord. Maybe Kyle could just make a little folder, for like reporting any faults. And yeah, we can get it updated, and as we create new features, we'll start to push them to the website over the next couple of days and weeks.
That sounds great, Maddie. I've just created a channel now. It's called Bugs at the bottom of Help Center. So people will be
Cool.
able to go in there and then report any bugs that they find.
Superb. Thank you so much for that.
Awesome.
Any other questions from the community? Going once. Going twice. Cool. All right, then, Boink, I think that concludes the proceedings for today. And yeah, lovely to catch up with everybody, and look forward to watching our vision unfold over the next couple of weeks and months.
Awesome. Thank you so much, guys.
Thanks,
Thanks for having
everyone.
me and the cool introduction.
Absolutely happy to have you.
Thank you.
Welcome to the DAO.
Thanks, guys. Have an awesome day.
Bye bye.
Ciao, ciao.
Cheers.